Hello, today is January 25th. Today we're going to do Unit 3, Lesson 11, Percentages and Double Number Lines. Remember to put this in your table of contents and the page number that you're on. The learning target today is using different double number line diagrams to solve different problems. Like what is 40% of 60 or 60 is 40% of what number? Okay. And then we're doing the student task statements 11.1, 11.2, and 11.3. Here we go. Here's 11.1. Each of three friends, Lynn, Jade, and Andre, had the goal of raising $40. How much money did each person raise? Be prepared to explain your reasoning. So we're putting this right underneath the learning target, 11.1. One way that we can do this is draw a double number line. That would be helpful. If you don't want to draw a double number line, then you're going to have to explain in your own words what 100% of Lynn's goal is. With me, I just rather do a double number line. So this is 100%. This is 150%. And then this is 50%. Okay? So now we want to find out what these answers. So the goal of raising $40. So Lynn raised 100% of the goal. So if Lynn raised 100% of the goal, then what was the goal? You got it, $40. Okay? So I would put 40 here. And then if I didn't draw the double number line, then this is my explanation, $40, because that's the goal of the fundraising. Okay? So what's half of 40? So half of 40 is 20. Now, if you didn't know that, one way we can do this is cross multiply 50 times 40 and divide by 100. So go ahead and try to do that then. 50 times 40 divided by 100. Cross multiply and divide. You would get 20. All right? So here's the answer for that, $20, because that's half of the goal. All right. Andre raised 150% of his goal. A couple ways we can do this. You notice a pattern going on here? It's going by what? It's going by 20s. So then you can do 40 plus 20. If not, then you can always cross multiply and divide. Cross multiply 40 times 150 and then divide by 100. And what do you get? You got it. $60. And that's what this says. $60 because it's 3 times 20, which is 150% of the goal. Okay? That's 11.1. 11.2. Draw this out. Okay? Draw this out. Elena biked 8 miles on Saturday. So if Elena biked 8 miles on Saturday, what is 100% of her Saturday distance? It would be 8, right? It would be 8. Does that make sense, right? 8 miles is 100%. On Sunday, she biked 75% of that. How far was that? Well, to find that out, what's half of 8? 4. So that's 4 miles here. And then to figure out what these are, we can cross multiply and divide. What's 25 times 4? 100. What's 100 divided by 50? 2. So what do you notice? What do you notice how it's going to go by? What do you think that is? It's going by 2s, right? So this would be 6. That's 8. What would this be? 10. And then this would be 12. Now, if you didn't know that, you can always cross multiply and divide. So on Sunday, she biked 75% of her Saturday distance. How far was that? That's right, 6. Okay, cool? Number 3. On Monday, she biked 125% of her Saturday distance. How far was that? So 125%? 125%? 10. All right, so 10 miles. Okay, 11.3. Puppies grow up. Jade has a new puppy that weighs 9 pounds. The vet says the puppy is now about 20% of his adult weight. What will be the adult weight? I always like to try to find 50 and 100 because those are, instead of just 100, of course. But I always like to try to find 50. I always like to try to find what's half of it. All right. So if 9 is 20%, we can cross multiply 9 times 100 and divide by 20. What do you get? 9 times 100 divided by 20. I think we get 45, right? And then what's half of 45? So do 45 divided by 2. Go in and pause it and do that. You get 22.5. Okay? Now, how about Andre? 9 pounds is the dog. That's 30% of its weight. Again, let's do 50 and 100 because those are, those are round numbers that we should know. Oops, that's horrible, huh? 100. Right? So to find what that is, what do you think we're going to do? What have we been doing? Cross multiply, divide by 30. And what do we get? 900 divided by 30. Let me do it really quick. I kind of forgot the answer.
Hey.
Hey.
Are you online with someone? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. All right. Sorry about that. So it's 30. So it's 30. And then half of that is 15. Sorry about that. I got a little confused there for a second. Okay. So 15 and 30. All right. What's the same about Jada's and Andre's puppies then? And what is different? So go ahead and pause it and find out. The same is that both puppies were 9 pounds to start off with. And by 100%, one dog will be 45 and the other dog will be 30. All right. So that's the difference and that's the same. And here's a summary. The big thing about this, guys, the biggest takeaway is that you can always cross multiply and divide to find the answer when we use the double number line. So yes, we have been doing it on tables, using a table, but we can also find it on a double number line. Cross multiply and divide. Same thing here. Cross multiply and divide. All right? So pause that so you can read that, but basically just cross multiply and divide. All right? Okay, the homework, let me show you. The homework is to do the iReady for 30 minutes. Make sure that you've turned in lesson 10. Some of you haven't turned in lesson 10 yet, and that was due on Saturday. Okay, so do that. iReady, 30 minutes today. All right, that's it. There's also that social studies assignment that's that extra credit that's due today too. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. See you later.